For the Cuban, nothing is easy, including buying clothes and shoes. I'm going to show you the peculiar way in which Cubans get these things from Cuba. So stay tuned because today's video is very interesting. Hello my beautiful people, I hope you're doing great. For those who don't know me, my name is Anita and I make videos for YouTube and live in Cuba. And I try to show you the Cuban reality from my point of view, obviously. So I invite you to stay in this video, which is going to be very interesting. This is a video that many of you have asked me about. Anita, how do Cubans buy clothes? Because I don't know, you have clothes, maybe nice. I don't know how you get them. Where do you buy your clothes? How can Cubans buy clothes? Because, as you may know, globally known clothing brands, private companies and such, brand clothing stores do not operate here in Cuba. No, it's not that bad. I think there are 2 or 3 brands, maybe in Havana, maybe in Varadero. In some stores, there are some brand clothes, but many brands are unavailable here. It's not very common. And the truth, it's very unlikely that there is brand clothing here that the state sells. So, well, I'm going to explain to you, like the Cubans, based on what I know since I was born. From my point of view, how I get the clothes and how Cubans in general, we buy clothes. And when I refer to clothes, I also mean shoes, accessories. This typically comes as a set. Today's video will be very interesting, so I invite you to subscribe now by clicking the little red button below. I'll place it here for you. The animation, which is called subscribe, is totally free. This helps me a lot. Please like this video if you enjoyed it. Clothing in Cuba. How do we Cubans get clothes? Well, as you can know from my videos, I tell you about the reality here in Cuba, about my reality being a young Cuban. And so, today I'm going to talk about the topic of clothes, shoes, because the truth is, you ask me a lot. It seems that you are quite interested. I want to send brief greetings to my subscribers. I'm going to start naming some countries. You can imagine, because I can't imagine, that they've told me they watch me from Australia, from London, from Switzerland, from all those countries. So, well, I send a little kiss to my subscribers from those countries, a big little kiss. They also tell me about the greetings, but many tell me about the gentleman's greetings. If I start greeting everyone who tells me to send them a kiss and to send them greetings, I'll stay. It'll be a long video. Sending kisses to all clothes and shoes in Cuba. Do you guys think this is going to be easy? No, of course not. Nothing here is easy. Not even getting clothes and shoes is totally complicated. Basically, buying good quality clothes and shoes in Cuba is a luxury. Likewise, it's a luxury, honestly. What are the ways to get clothes, shoes, accessories, and such in Cuba? Well, there are the state-owned clothing stores, which I'm going to be showing you because after I give you this explanation, we're going to go out to the streets and I'm going to be recording you. The state stores, the private stores, and so that you know the offers and prices. But first, I want to explain to you how it is that Cubans get things. The clothes are in the state stores, which basically sell low-quality clothes, clothes that are not nice. Very few people go to buy clothes in the state stores because nobody likes those clothes. Honestly, I'm going to be recording those stores, and to top it off, they sell it to you expensive, and they are pants and things that have been there for years. Maybe there, and nobody buys them. If you buy it, it can break the next day. Honestly, do brand stores exist? Yes, in Varadero, there is La Giorgio, there are several brand stores, and they do sell you higher quality clothes, but also at very high prices. And of course, like every state store here in Cuba, it's in moneda libremente convertible, that is, to buy clothes and shoes from the state. It has to be in dollars. You have to have dollars or buy dollars because it's not in national currency, it's not in Cuban pesos. To top it off, it's a bit pricey. So this method of accessing clothes and shoes is uncommon and not very popular. The clothes are there for years and nobody buys them. The other way to get clothes here in Cuba is through private stores. They are stalls, that is, they are people who travel to another country abroad and bring those clothes. They bring brand clothes from Shein Forever. Those who travel to Spain bring from Primark, Zara, and such. Well, whatever there is also, that is cheap clothes outside, then they sell it to you here, but they also usually sell it very expensive. Shein clothes here in Cuba are super expensive, and everyone knows, you surely know that Shein clothes, I don't know if it's pronounced Shane or Shane. It's cheap clothes, totally cheap clothes, but here, buying something from Shein is a luxury. It's super expensive. People take orders, bring them, and then sell them to you, but they sell it to you at the price. At what is the dollar here in Cuba? In Cuba, the dollar is rapidly increasing in value, causing weekly price hikes for clothes, shoes, and all other goods. Due to the Cuban peso's depreciation, you can pay it to individuals in national currency, of course, or in moneda libremente convertible, or in dollars as you wish. But well, these do give you the option to buy it with the Cuban peso, although at a very high price. I want to show you this that I saw on Facebook the other day. A person complaining, read this little sign here, about the prices on Shein, like they have to stop selling things so expensive because everyone knows that Shein is a cheap brand. Well, that's what this person wanted to say. A pair of pants costs around 3,000 pesos, a pullover 2,000 pesos, and a bra 500 pesos. Everything is extremely expensive. Another way to get clothes and shoes in Cuba, well, it's through garage sales. Until very recently, they were not authorized, but they have now been authorized. These are people who sell items, including those brought from abroad, by displaying them on their house's porch. Another way was through recycled clothing stores, which are stores that are sent as donations from abroad. Churches and organizations often have good quality clothes, including branded denim pants available for sale or donation. I had in my times, because I think recycled clothes are not seen much anymore. It's not like before. I'm going to be finding out on the street now when we go out. They sold very good things. And the other way, well, it was. But this was more in style in my mom's time. For example, in the time when my mom was young, it was very unlikely to have a nice little outfit from abroad and such. And so what they would do was take the fabrics to seamstresses, you told them the design, and the seamstress would make the clothes for you. I also had many clothes made by seamstresses here in Cuba during my childhood. I also didn't have the option of having clothes brought from abroad. Alright, let's stop talking so much. According to you, I talk a lot and gesture frequently, but I'll keep doing it because that's just who I am. And let's hit the streets to show you the clothing stores, the items, the prices, and the deals. Let's go. We're going to start by visiting the state-owned store located here on Media Street. It's relatively new because it's the back part of a city hotel that they're renovating. And I want you to see the prices and the deals. Look, this brown blouse costs $10.89. This little white blouse costs $25. Oh my god. And it says it's made in Italy. This denim shorts cost about $21. There are also dresses, but not that pretty either. This dress cost 19 shoes, only the Superga brand. There were no more shoe brands, and these cost $38 for both men and women. We saw this little dress a bit prettier, but still at a price of $19. Here we are now in another store in the state where they sell these pants that cost $25.
What do you see?
Katie? Is beautiful. How is this? 22 Major League Soccer, $22 Lumina brand. I don't even know what brand that is. We leave the store and the truth. There's nothing nice at all, just modern clothes for a youthful style that young people like. I didn't see anything I liked. And all the shoes of the same super brand. Now the prices, I don't know, the prices are expressed in dollars. 20 something, almost all, more or less. That's how the shoes were, and there I was showing them. Tell me what you think. Now we're going to go to a particular store. This is more or less the state stores. Very
Few people buy clothes in state stores in Cuba because they are almost always of this style. Don't you find those things that you like? At least the youth and so on. We're going to a particular store now. I'm just finding out because I didn't know that the recycled clothing stores that I mentioned at the beginning are no longer there, says Katie.
Let's see, isn't it that there aren't any in the palace? In the closer one from here, there may still be some things left, but it's not the same as before.
It used to be full of clothes. Yes, lots of clothes, lots. Those were the clothes that were donated, right? Organizations and that. And sometimes I did find the most beautiful things and very cheap and branded. The once common sight is no longer as visible, at least in Matanza. It may still be prevalent in other Cuban provinces. Let's move on.
private stores look like this. They are little houses, stalls. This one here is Shein brand. Almost all the clothes here are Shein. The prices are quite similar.
$1,500, then $2,500. Not so expensive.
They even sell shoes as well. And you can see all sorts of handmade shoes. Made in Cuba, but also most of it is from abroad, brought from overseas, as people prefer this clothing which is of higher quality. Here you can see some dresses that are from the Shane brand. Look, this dress costs $2,500. Another little stall that sold some things, but well, it's just so you can see the variety and the things that are available. Well, folks, I've arrived home and I've been showing you around so you can get to know what's available. As you could see, it's not brand name clothing. There aren't the brand name stores that exist, perhaps in other countries. The clothes that are there are those. It depends on the place. There might be brand name clothing in Havana if they sell in brand name stores. Not sure if you've heard, but let me know in the comments. Now, as I promised you, I'm going to explain how I get my clothes, me personally, how I have them, and I'm going to show you my closet. I don't have a lot of clothes. I'm quite minimalist. I don't like having a lot of clothes. In fact, the clothes I have and don't use, I give away. I don't sell them because I have so much family, including my younger sisters and friends. So I prefer to give it away to people. I don't sell it. It's not a garage sale. This is my closet. It's maybe a bit messy, but well, look at the mess. Look here. We Cubans say, when someone comes to the house and you have something scattered, they tell you not to pay attention to the mess. But according to my dear aunt, one technique is to say, look at the mess. Because if you tell someone not to pay attention to the mess, of course they're going to notice the mess. So you all pay attention to my mess. As you know, I grew up with 5 siblings. As a child, I rarely had the chance to own nice clothes. Almost everything was made by seamstresses or inherited. In Cuba, it's common to pass clothes down through generations. I mean, my cousin gives me clothes, then when the clothes no longer fit me, I give them to my sister. Then my sister gives them to my other sister, and that's how we keep passing the clothes around. And that's in all aspects. I mean, the older people, the young ones, and so on. Even when I started university, I lacked clothes that I liked. I never had many clothes. But now that I'm older... Oh, Phoebe, right. Mom, are you knocking over the phone? Get down now that I'm older as a young girl. I've had the opportunity to have prettier clothes thanks to a cousin. I have a cousin in Spain who is truly unconditional. My cousins, Elise and Antoine, are unconditional. Antoine lives in Spain, and thanks to her, I've had pretty clothes. When she visits Cuba, she brings summer clothes that she purchased. Everyone knows that in Spain the climate is different. In Cuba, it's much hotter for most of the year. And so she would come and bring pretty clothes. And she would always leave them for me, almost all the clothes that she brought for herself. So, because her style is quite youthful, quite like mine, and well, thanks to her is why I have, honestly, most of the clothes that I have. Young people like me. That's how we like to buy clothes that they bring from abroad because, well, they bring the clothes that are in style, whatever is trending. The little things you see me with that I have more of cost nearly everything I own. My cousin gave it to me. See this little dress that I usually wear a lot? It's this little dress that is from Shein. It also applies to shoes. I mean, the shoes too. My cousin has given me a lot. This is a little blouse that I wear a lot. It's this one. My cousin brought this one for me. It's not from any specific brand, but I wear it quite a lot, and thanks to her, I have it. I also wear this little blouse a lot, which my cousin left for me. Here, it doesn't even have a tag, like it's not a well-known brand or anything like that. Well, it says it's you. From Barcelona. It's this little blouse that I love. She also left me this blouse that was a set with a jumpsuit. I literally never take off these shorts. My brother-in-law, who travels to Russia, brought them for me. He went to Russia. Well, also when there were flights to Russia without a visa, with visa-free travel, many Cubans went to Russia and brought back clothes, shoes, all those things. And well, it was very good because it was a way to get things, and then they brought this little shorts and I bought it. It's one of the few things I bought because I bought very few things for myself. These shorts used to be pants. We Cubans often do this when we have a pair of pants. and that we no longer like as pants. It no longer meets our needs. We cut it with scissors and make it into shorts.
Summer short.
Yes, I can say that recently with the little money I've earned from YouTube. I made some purchases from Shane myself, which my friend bought for me. She's bringing them to me when she visits Cuba. I can't wait for her to come. And I also bought for my little niece because my sister is pregnant and is expecting a baby. I'm very happy. I bought her some small cows and other items which I could afford on my own. And well, I just wanted to show you a little bit of this reality, of my Cuban reality and of many Cubans here. So I just hope you really like this little video, that you give it a like, that you subscribe there, down below. And see you next Friday with a new video. I'll be waiting for you. Bye.